The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health. Coming up, the forecast called for a court storm in Homedale, and with good reason.
It hasn't set in how, we just beat the number one team in the country by 11. 11.
St. John Vianney has one of the biggest wins in New Jersey girls basketball history. JSZ was there for a full breakdown.
Із-за війни, тому що в моїй країні почалась війна.
He's still learning English, but Vova Tropsko is fluent in basketball. The story on the Ukrainian refugee who's found a home in Colts Neck. Plus, there are only 21 basketball coaches in the country who have reached 1,000 career wins. Paul Rodeo of St. Augustine is the newest member of the exclusive club. The Deuce was on the loose for St. Thomas Aquinas in a big showdown against Colonia. Southern Regional brings down the house in Manahawkin for the top spot in shore wrestling. And CBA reminds us that they're still the team to beat on the ice. We go around the state more than once to drop another great week of New Jersey high school sports.
Jersey Sports Up! Jersey Sports Up!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. I'm Rich Krampanis. We're excited to kick off this week's show in Homedale, where once again the St. John Vianney Lady Lancers bring New Jersey girls high school basketball in the national spotlight. Long Island Lutheran is #1 in the ESPN and MaxPrep national polls. A packed house in Homedale, a great atmosphere for two elite teams. St. John Vianney needed all hands on deck against the #1 team in America. Zoe Brooks to Janie Bachman. Count the basket and the foul. Brooks already has a national reputation, but this will go down as one of her all-time great games. The future NC State Wolfpack guard connects on the short jumper. It's 9-3 SJV early. Luhai jumps out to the lead. Kaylee Heckle with the steal on the layup. The Crusaders lead 22-18 at the end of one. Kate Koval is 6'5" and a top 20 national recruit. She's got a whole slew of offers, including Dawn Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Koval is without a doubt one of the best bigs in America. At the half, Luhai hanging on to a 26-24 lead. Zoe Brooks was on a mission. SJV on a 9-0 run to start the second half. It's 33-26, and the Lancers are beginning to believe. But Luhai controls the rest of the third. Silas Swords with a long-range three. At the end of three, the top team in the country with a 39-36 lead. St. John Vianney needed a special quarter to pull off the win, and they got it. Julia Carpel with the three ball. She had 12. That's just one of 2 triples for the Lancers in the game. Then it's Ashley Silvalkonich giving SJV the lead. 5 straight points. It's 41-39. And then how about Bachman here? Chases down another rebound. Look at her run the floor. She gets the pass up ahead to Madison Kosiks, the freshman with the biggest bucket of her young career. SJV up 6, 49-43 with 3:24 to go. Zoe Brooks, 30 points, 5 boards, and 5 dimes in an unreal performance. And a special moment for one of New Jersey's top girls basketball programs. 59-48 is your final. We've got a court storm in Homedale. The Lancers knock off the #1 team in the nation.
I mean, post-COVID, just to have people in the building like this and have a #1 team come into our gym and for us to see it through, it just is an amazing night and amazing experience for all the girls that they'll never forget.
It was fun. I expected that. I knew we were going to win the whole time, and it was fun.
Tell me what it was like to play in this atmosphere.
It was great, and our whole schools came out to support, and that's why I think we played so well.
I don't even think I've realized yet, it hasn't set in how, we just beat the #1 team in the country by 11. Yeah, 11. Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, this is probably the best crowd I've ever seen for girls basketball or basketball in general. This was amazing. Our fans were awesome. They really contributed to the win. They're part of the reason we won.
What's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here in Edison, where we have a huge GMC Red Division clash as 10-1 Colonia taking on 11-1 St. Thomas Aquinas in a rematch of last year's county final.
St. Thomas Aquinas will go ahead 16-14 to end the first quarter. Story of the first half, though, was Samir Thomas, 4 3-pointers for him. Nearing the 2-minute mark, Sharif Guignard in open space. Oh goodness, this is a family event. Trojans with a 35-30 lead at halftime. STA taking advantage of miscues from Colonia pushes that deficit past 10 in the third. Terrell Pitts on the lane makes it 51-39 after 3. Michael Deuce-Jones coming up with a steal to begin the fourth. Cookies! Jones doing a little bit of everything. 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists for him to finish with a triple-double. Trojans up by 19 midway through. But we still had some big plays late. Aiden Durkak off the steal, throwing it down for Colonia. He finished with 13. And with just under 3 minutes to go, Samir Thomas also has some parting shots. He had 14 points in this one. 69-46 your final. St. Thomas Aquinas improving to 12-1. The number 7 Trojans letting you know who still runs the GMC as they snap division rival Colonia's 6-game win streak in a rematch of last year's county final. Here's St. Thomas Aquinas head coach Bob Turco after.
Everybody, gets concerned about, runs. We got to call a timeout, this, that, and the other thing. I expect, a quick turnaround, a memory forgotten, a rear view mirror, whatever you want to say. I expect that, and our kids are just playing really well right now.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com here at the Ice Vault in Wayne. The grind in the Gordon Conference never stops. After falling to Del Barton last week, CBA has since rattled off 3 straight wins. They go for number 4 in a row against Don Bosco. The intensity is always high in a Gordon Conference game. Kenny Coleman drops the hammer as the action picks up in the second period. CBA soon breaks the game open. Thomas Mantalino brings it into the zone. He fires! That is a marksman shot from the junior forward. 6:29 remains in the second period, and the Colts have a 1-0 lead. Scoring chances come out of nowhere in games of this magnitude. Andrew Skorupka shows great reflexes as he slides across the crease to stop a dangerous Ty Aller. But the Colts aren't done. 4 minutes later, they win the draw. RJ Sun's shot from the point is deflected in. Luke Delaney gets a piece of it. Through 2 periods, CBA takes a 2-0 lead thanks to Delaney's 3rd goal of the season. But the Ironmen finally break through following a turnover. Dean Tosco centers. Matt Spongen's shot is stopped, but the rebound is pumped in by Daniel Kelly. There's 6 minutes left in regulation. That goal cuts the CBA lead in half. It's now 2-1. Now we fast forward, and Bosco goes with the obvious choice to pull the goalie. But beware, the Gordon Conference's leading goal scorer is lurking. It's Christian Chua with the steal and the empty net goal. That will lock up the victory. 3-1 is the final. CBA improves to 9-1. Bosco drops to 9-1-1. Thomas Mantalino takes us through the most recent win.
It was a huge win. Everybody's expecting them to win, so I'm just happy with us and the boys, their performance, to come out here and put up a big win on them. We're very prepared. We put a lot of work in practice, and we're always prepared. We never let a team get us down.
Southern Regional is one of New Jersey's great wrestling communities. The hardest ticket of the new year last Wednesday in Manahawkin. They packed it to the gills for the Shore's top 2 teams, the Rams hosting CBA. A critical match at 126, Southern's Scotty Sari and CBA's AJ Falcone are deadlocked 1-1 after 7 minutes of wrestling. Falcone is able to ride out the first tiebreaker. AJ Falcone is on bottom. He's got 30 seconds to get an escape and a big win. Falcone tries to roll out, but there's Sari with the pancake. Scotty Sari's got the 2 for the win, but he's looking for more. Check the Richter scale. We've got seismic activity in Manahawkin. And there's the pin. The place goes nuts. A double overtime win for Scotty Sari gives Southern Regional 6 points, and the Rams jump out in front 15-12. Julian George gets his 100th career win at 150 pounds, and then Xander Silva with an 11-2 decision over Mitch Bavona at 165 gives CBA a 25-24 lead heading into the final match. It all comes down to Southern's Cole Velarde taking on Anthony Lawrence. Leading 2-1 in the second, Velarde gets some separation with a reversal for 2. Cole Velarde with a 4-1 lead, and he adds one more for good measure on another reversal. With the highest stakes on the line, Cole Velarde sends home the Southern faithful happy with a 6-1 decision. Southern wins it on the last match 27-25. We talked with Cole Velarde about the electric atmosphere that helped him seal the top team spot in the Shore Conference.
It's great. I have all these people behind me. We even had fans over there on the CBA side. I know everyone's on my side. Everyone's supporting me. All I had to do was wrestle my match, and it would come out in our favor.
I was hoping he'd make a mistake, and it just so happened that I was able to counter on it, and it just all kind of happened there. My mind blanked out, and suddenly everyone was freaking out, and the roar was crazy.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, Vova Trotsko fled Ukraine and has found a home at Colts Neck High School.
I'm Mike Frankel at St. Augustine Prep in Richland. Stick around because later in the show, it's the Jersey Sports Zone Top 10 Plays of the Week. The very best from the hardwood, the ice, and the wrestling mat. Stick around. Jersey Sports Zone. We'll be right back.
If you need to see a doctor, RWJ Barnabas Health has 2 easy ways to do it from anywhere. You can see an urgent care provider 24/7 on any device with our Telemed app. Or use our website to book a virtual visit with an RWJ Barnabas Health Medical Group provider or specialist, even as a new patient. You've taken every precaution, and so have we, so don't delay your care any longer. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Get back the life you love.
Приїхав сюди із-за війни.
He came here because of war in Ukraine. So he went first through the Poland. So he lives in our house, and he wants a better career here.
6'6" super athletic sophomores are usually household names in the world of high school basketball. But Volodymyr Vova Trotsko just arrived at Colts Neck 4 months ago as a refugee from Ukraine. He's a quick study on the court, but even more so in his new life, learning English for the very first time. Vlad Sazoniko lives with Vova and is able to translate for him as he adjusts to life in America.
He says he likes the school. He enjoy being here in the team. He likes the teammates. That's our new friends, and he say thanks to coach because without him he could never make it.
Coach Steve Jannerone saw right away the immense potential of his newest player and realized that it's a process to help Vova adjust on and off the court.
Wow. He just went the length of the floor in tryouts, and you see his athleticism. But what we're having trouble with is it took him almost 2.5 weeks to tell me that he never knew how to play in the post at all.
Trotsko comes off the court often as the Colts Neck staff can give him direct coaching, and day by day, Vova is getting more comfortable learning a new language.
Favorite American food?
Cheeseburger.
Adjusting to varsity basketball is one thing. Learning a new language and a new way of life after escaping war puts things in perspective. The Shore's newest big man stays in contact with his family and is getting plenty of support from his new teammates.
He came here not knowing a lot of English, but
I mean, he's grown as a person. He's very mature, and we just love to have him around as a teammate and as a friend.
He's sorry because he was so nervous. So I said, "You've never played in," I mean, we didn't have a huge crowd, but we had a nice crowd. And he said, "No, I've never played in more than like 10, 15 people." So, you know, that's been nice to know. And he's, you know, he's gradually just kind of relaxing, and each game he just is getting better and better and better.
Google Translate is a big part of the Colts Neck playbook these days. Fortunately, playing basketball breaks any language barrier.
Slava Ukraini.
Slava Ukrainia?
Slava
Slava?
Ukraini.
Ukrainia.
Yeah.
Slava Ukrainia. What is that?
That means glory to Ukraine.
Reporting from Colts Neck, I'm Rich Crampanis for JerseySportsZone.com. Time to step away. When we come back, Paul Rodeo joins Bob Hurley in the 1,000 Win Club. The story of an incredible coaching career at St. Augustine is on the way. You're watching Jersey Sports Zone TV, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
It's really nice to be in a situation in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics is it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney. With wrestling season in full swing, we take a trip back to 2018. Jay Cook witnessed Bergen Catholic take down Blair Academy to become the top-ranked team in the country.
Wins at the top of the order by Nick Kyle and Robert Howard for Bergen Catholic would all but seal the deal. It's a 33-19 victory for BC as they topple Blair Academy, on the way to undoubtedly becoming the top wrestling program in the country.
You know, it's a really curving point for our program. You know, we've never reached that hump. We've always, you know, strove to be a national champion and be that #1 team in the country. And, you know, I think today we finally got over that hump. And, you know, this match is full of individual battles. And I think we, you know, we won a lot of those, like, close matches. And at the end of the day, we came out victorious as a team.
Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud sponsor of Jersey Sports Zone for the last 5 years.
With the Richland Rowdies in full throat, history was on the line for St. Augustine head coach Paul Rodeo, sitting and pacing on 999 career wins as the Hermits hosted Ocean City. The Red Raiders didn't necessarily want to be a part of the party.
It's a pretty momentous occasion, but as you can see, we made them earn it.
After trailing by a point late in the third quarter, the Hermits pulled away down the stretch, and Rodeo claimed career victory number 1,000.
You know, I want to thank you guys. From when I started here, seems like 147 years ago, this place has been my second family.
For nearly half a century, Rodeo has been coaching and winning at St. Augustine. 5 state championships and 10 Cape Atlantic League titles are at the top of his resume. But over the years, Rodeo has valued the relationships more than the trophies.
I'm just overwhelmed by that. More with how long I've been doing this and how many different people that are here that I've affected. All of that is just as important, if not more important, than 1,000 wins.
Yeah, Rodeo's a great coach. He's easy to play for because of his emotion. He makes you really want to win.
Believe me, you don't do this stuff by yourself, and I'm not that dumb to believe that. It happens because of great players. It happens because of some of the great coaches. that I've had, and because of you guys.
Rodeo becomes the second boys basketball coach in New Jersey State history to reach 1,000 career wins, joining Bob Hurley of St. Anthony. An incredible number and a mark we might not see reached again going forward.
I don't think anybody will ever get it, but nobody coaches that long anymore to do it. That's the problem. You know, when I did it, I never thought I'd be here that long.
The only perspective I personally have is this is 34 years, and he has won more games than I've coached. So I try to wrap my head around that and say to myself, that's an incredible amount of wins per year. I don't care how many years it is to get to 1,000.
Paul Rodeo literally helped put St. Augustine Prep on the map. So it was only fitting, with his family by his side, that Rodeo reached 1,000 wins on the court with his name on it.
The doctor's here that saved my life. He's in the stands. Just so many people that are here that have affected me. My best friends, students that don't play basketball that I'm close to, and all the guys who played for me that are here really touched me. So I'm really happy to be able to do it in here.
From the bottom of our hearts, congratulations and many more.
Thank you, guys.
For JerseySportsZone.com, I'm Mike Frankel.
Time for one more break. When we come back, the JSE cameras bring us another great edition of the top 10 plays of the week. Who's got the top spot? Find out next.
If you need to see a doctor, RWJ Barnabas Health has 2 easy ways to do it from anywhere. You can see an urgent care provider 24/7 on any device with our Telemed app. Or use our website to book a virtual visit with an RWJ Barnabas Health Medical Group provider or specialist, even as a new patient. You've taken every precaution, and so have we, so don't delay your care any longer. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
You don't need to miss any of the action in New Jersey high school sports. Follow Jersey Sports Zone right now on our various social media pages or on our YouTube channel. You can even download our app for free today, available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. Fresh content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com. Don't miss any of the action as it comes from our cameras right to you.
What's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here. This week on the Recruiting Roundup, we focus on a pitcher that stepped up big for Ramsey last postseason. Let's get to know Will Kirk.
Standing at 6'1", left-hander Will Kirk had his praises sung in just his sophomore year. Ramsey's biggest threat on the mound had 10 wins last year that featured just 10 runs allowed and 77 strikeouts for a 1.24 ERA. One of Kirk's brightest shining moments came in the Group 2 state championship, where he struck out 13 batters to bring home a title for the Rams. After high school, the junior is committed to play for the University of Virginia.
Almost time to wrap things up on another episode of Jersey Sports Zone, but before we do, it's time for the JSE Top 10 Plays of the Week. We've once again rounded up the very best from all over the Garden State, so here they are, the Jersey Sports Zone Top 10. Number 10.
Ewing gets the ball to Nair Preston. His shot no good, but they get the rebound and feed it to Darnelle Forrest. Forrest for the tie in double OT from 3 buckets. Darnelle Forrest with a huge 3 ties the game at 72.
Number 9.
The first quarter was up and down the court. Beseech looks for a post or dunk. Stone has the denial. It's a huge block. St. Mary goes back down the floor. Caleb Brown gets the putback. It's the Gales with a 16-8 lead after 1.
Number 8.
Later in the first, Ryan Cook blocks the shot. He's got open ice. Cook in on a breakaway. He shoots and scores. His 6th of the year, and it's a beauty. Take another look. Sweet move by Cook. Middletown North making noise early. It's 2-0.
Number 7.
Then in the closing seconds, Serdaz holding for the final shot. He heads to the bucket, and this one goes around and around and in. Will Cerdes goes around the world twice. That is a unique buzzer beater. Take another look. It was worth the wait for Colts Neck, who has a 38-34 lead at the half.
Number 6.
CBA soon breaks the game open. Thomas Mantalino brings it into the zone. He fires! That is a marksman shot from the junior forward. The celebration is well-deserved. We take another look. That is some top-shelf cheddar. 6:29 remains in the second period, and the Colts have a 1-0 lead.
Number 5. The Bolts battle back to close out the quarter. Dante Smith lobs to Jaden Merrill for the jam. Look out below. Merrill's dunk has Millville fans jumping out of their seats. The Bolts lead 11-10 after 1. Number 4.
Another rebound behind the back. Get ready to see why Zoe Brooks is one of the best in the country. Spin move, turnaround jumper. Man, that is awesome stuff. How about this stat line for Zoe Brooks? 21 points, 16 rebounds, 5 steals, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Boy, NC State's getting a good one. St. John Vianney improves to 10-0 on the season.
Number 3. And Camden puts on a show early. Aaron Bradshaw with the rejection at one end. Cornelius Robinson ahead to Sion Medley. Alley-oop to Billy Richmond. Richmond can just about jump out of the gym. Number 2. Then in transition, it's Cook. Alley-oop to Ashuniyi. A monster slam for Mawali Ashuniyi. He goes 6 for 6 from the floor for 13 points. And the number 1 play of the week.
Falcone is on bottom. He's got 30 seconds to get an escape and a big win. Falcone tries to roll out, but there's Sorry with the pancake. Scotty Sorry's got the 2 for the win, but he's looking for more. Check the Richter scale. We've got seismic activity in Manahawkin. Sorry bears down, and there's the pin. The place goes nuts. A double overtime pin for Scotty Sorry gives Southern 6 points, and the Rams jump out in front 15-12. A reminder that our content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com, so make sure you check us out for all the highlights and features from all around New Jersey high school sports. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next Sunday at 11:30 on WLNY for more New Jersey high school sports on Jersey Sports Zone TV.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.